Good evening. My name is Ed Doyle. I'm the Director of Fine Arts for the Manchester School District. It is 6:03 on 6:03. That means we're already running late for this, what should be a really extraordinary concert with all these groups, all these students. Also, how about the art students in the back? It's just a really great celebration of these students. Seniors, congratulations on your graduation. And of course, they're wonderful teachers, Mr. Russell and Mrs. James. So we are really proud of what is going to happen tonight. You're in for a treat, and it's a great celebration of all that happens here. So, kicking things off, behind me is the concert choir and their director, Mrs. Michelle Jakes. Please welcome.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're really thrilled to have this performance tonight and to feature all of our ensembles. I want to take a minute and thank our accompanist, Miss Sarah Evans. So I want to thank all of our students up here on stage who've been working so hard, and all of the students that you'll see throughout the evening. It's been a wonderful year, great way to end the year strong tonight. It's really, really exciting. So thank you for being here. We hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoyed all of the music. So we have one more song for you, and we will finish up with that. So thank you. Master tonight, because we have so many different groups, there are going to be some quick set changes. One of them is now. We encourage you, if you have not purchased raffle tickets for our calendar raffle and would like to do that, you could pop out to buy those raffle tickets if you would like. We will be back. Our next two groups are performing here in the front of the stage, so we will be back in just a few minutes.
Thank you for your patience. At this point, all of the members of the jazz ensemble should be backstage and warming up. Good? So next on the program is our chamber orchestra. All right, we're going to keep the program moving right along. The group in front of you, you see is the Jazz Ensemble. We are a class that meets every day. This is an entirely different genre than what you've heard from the last couple of groups. For this type of an ensemble, each student is going to improvise for you at least once, for many of them multiple times. It is totally appropriate that when they finish their improvisation, to give them a polite applause. I will ask that the improvisations sometimes can be fairly short, so kind of give them that nice warm appreciation for their efforts, and then go ahead and listen for the next person to solo, if you would. So, again, welcome to our concert. I don't know if I introduced myself. My name is Tim Russell, and Miss Jakes and I over here, we run this wonderful group of young students. We're very lucky. Unfortunately, tonight, our piano player is unable to be with us. We are very lucky to have Miss Jakes, who is the master at the keyboard. She literally sat in on today's rehearsal and said, I got it covered. So please give a round of applause to Miss Jakes for jumping in. And we're going to start with our first tune, a Herbie Hancock tune called Watermelon Man. We have to do a quick setup change here with our drummers. Did you know that drummers can play left-handed or right-handed? We happen to have one of each in our group. So they need to do a quick setup. Our next tune is an old standard by Johnny Mercer. We hope you like it. It's entitled Autumn Leaves. And our final number for our portion of the concert is Milestones by Miles Davis. We hope you enjoy it. From the Lower High School Jazz Ensemble. Our next group to perform will be the string orchestra, so we'll need a moment to set the stage. If you'd like to get up and stretch your legs for a moment, that would be an okay thing to do. At this point, we'll see you in a couple minutes.
more into band than our big grand finale. So just give us a couple of minutes and we will bring the band out and then finish up. So thank you all. going to make the transition into our grand finale. So we're going to invite all of the students to come up on stage. You know where you're supposed to go, so give us just a couple of minutes and we'll be right back.
All right, so we've got some business to take care of before we do our final combined number. The Daniels, do we have the 50-50 raffle? Are we ready to pull that? Mrs. Devo, right here in front of me. Okay. How about we wait until they come back in?
Great.
We'll do it now.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Great. So now what we're going to do the raffle from our prize calendars. So if you participated in our prize calendar, we pulled 30 of the names for the 30 events. If you win, I'm going to call everybody's name. I apologize for mispronunciations. They will be right outside across the hallway in the art room. You can pick up your prizes tonight. So if I call your name, please try to remember what number I'm giving you. So June 1st is Airline Godbout. June 2nd is Kevin Newhall. June 3rd is Asma Tariq. June 4th is Eden H. June 5th is Karen Newhall. The Newhalls are the big winner. June 6th is Mechanical. June 7th is Peter Amaral. June 8th is Marique Sanborn. June 9th is Michelle Welch. June 10th is Dee Lambert. June 11th is Greg Karen. June 12th is Amy Wales. June 13th, we have a double winner, bought 2 tickets, Danerick Mechanical. June 14th is Marique Sanborn, again, another winner. June 15th is Lisa Romero. June 16th is Anna L. June 17th is John and Gladys Lavery. June 18th is Anthony Gamella. June 19th is Ryan Hess. June 20th is Mason Galicia, June 21st is Paula Matson. June 22nd is Jamie Paris. June 23rd is Monica Calderon. June 24th is Jennifer Murillo. June 25th is Kathleen Sanborn. June 26th is Shalise Welch. June 27th is Lillian Sanborn. June 28th is Chris and Carol Dupree. June 29th is Greg Karen, and June 30th is Stephen Drumney. I hope I pronounced names correctly. My apologies for mispronunciations. What's that? Oh no,
Carry on, sorry. It's my first time doing the senior concert, so I'm still figuring that out.
So one of the reasons why we finish our year with a combined concert is because we like to recognize all of our students, and most importantly, our graduating seniors. These kids had the opportunity to take their music class for 1 year and be done and fulfill their requirements for graduation. But instead, they chose to stick with music, hopefully because it's something they enjoyed, for 4 full years. And many of the kids that you've seen have been in multiple ensembles. They're giving up a lot of their time in the day just to be part of our music program. So we would like to take a moment. We're going to ask the seniors to come on down. They'll come down the alleyway right here. They're going to be escorted down by their parents. And then we're going to tell you a little about what they're going to do next year. So if it's not fits me. Starting off first, Ella Arnautovic. Ella will be going to Roger Williams University studying forensic science. Each senior receives a little charm to put on their tassels for graduation.
Next is Jessica Bui, and she is going to the University of New Hampshire for biomedical science and medical and veterinary science.
one of our saxophone seniors, Izzy DeVoe. She will be going to the University of Vermont studying environmental science.
Lennox Ertz is going to be an undeclared at this point at Southern New Hampshire University. Alexia Gagnon Overby is attending Manchester Community College. Lucas Hune is going to Keene State College, where he's going to be studying nursing. Angelina Loiza is going to Roger Williams University, pre-vet in marine biology, and Carla Salazar Cruz is going to Manchester Community College to study mathematics on the physics pathway.
Next, clarinetist Chloe Mazura will be attending the Empire Beauty School, cosmetology, barbering, and aesthetics. Ethan Smith is a flautist in the band, will be attending NHTI for a year, then heading off to UNH for social work and play a little club lacrosse.
Naisha Torres is going to Manchester Community College and will be studying behavioral science. Max Valancourt is going to New England College to study graphic and communication design. Right here, check out the crowd. Look at this big crowd of seniors. Amazing, right? And finally, Hollis Bealey is going to Rochester Institute of Technology, studying American Sign Language interpreter. We're obviously so incredibly proud of these seniors. They've had an amazing impact on the music department in their time here. We're so grateful and thankful to them for all of the hard work that they've put into everything that they've done here at Memorial High School, but especially here in the music department. They've been incredible leaders for the underclassmen. We will miss them very much, but we know they're going to just do amazing things. We can't wait for them to come back and be our visiting alumni and tell us all about the cool things that are happening with them. So congratulations to the class of
Here's where we make our request to the students. Guys, you don't realize this, but when you leave school at the end of the year, your come in and see us personally on a break or whenever you're home, can you email us every once in a while? Again, we love to see what's going on. It's so cool to us. We've had some of you guys here for 4 years. Not many teachers are lucky enough to say you've had the same teachers for 4 years. As Ms. Jake said, you've had a huge impact on them, but just as much as us as teachers. And we are so incredibly thankful for who you are and what you've done. So please keep in touch. We kind of lose you because that's the way the world works, but don't allow that to happen. Please come back and join us. Good deal? Going once. Miss Jakes and I were sitting down yesterday as we were planning. We were like, wow, this has been a killer busy year. Every year is busy. We've got them going night and day. But this year just seemed to be a little bit more. We played at school board meetings. We were invited to play at the Veterans Cemetery. We played in Concord a couple times. And so we sat down and we said, should we just try to figure out how many performances 27. We ended up doing 26 performances. It rained. Was it raining or it was bad weather for St. Patrick's Day? We had to cancel out of that one parade. But these guys gave of their time so many times to help support our memorial community and the community of the city of Manchester. So how about a round of applause?
If you
Will the members of POPs, those parents that have helped out throughout the school year, will you please stand and be recognized? Whether it was for Allstate or whatever you've done for us. Don't be shy. Be stand. On stage again next year, please consider joining the group. The work is easy when there's more people doing the work. Please join POPs. It's really self-sufficient.